All rise. Support court with Judge Vanderby is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1064, Adams case.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Adams?
Yes.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, Your Honor, I've decided that I need a little more money a month with the child that we have, so that's why I'm here.
All right. So currently, how much are you receiving?
I think it's about minimum wage.
Okay, so about what, $213 or so, something like that?
Yes, around that area.
All right. How old is the child?
She's 5.
Okay. Does mom give anything extra? Has she been doing anything extra?
No. Nothing. Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
So how did you all get to this point? She's on minimum wage child support. Was she working previously?
She was working previously, and then she quit the job, I want to say. I can't really get that backstory out of her. But we had to separate, Your Honor. I couldn't do it anymore.
You couldn't do what anymore?
I couldn't be with her. She started to get very just abusive. For what it is, my breaking point, she went upside my head because I couldn't put her food in the microwave.
Oh, wow. This lady did that?
Your Honor, she
looks so sweet.
No, you darn near need to get the bailiff in here. I can't. She's very abusive.
Wait, did he really just say that? She allegedly hit him just because he didn't heat up her food. That's not just petty. That's a giant red flag. Domestic violence is no joke, no matter who's responsible. Look at the courtroom. Everyone, even the judge, is in shock. But here's where it gets wild. She later admits she was off her medication at the time. So, was this just a one-time meltdown, or is there a deeper pattern here? Let's break it down.
No, ma'am. No.
Okay. Well, he said you went upside his head. I just want to make sure you don't try to go upside mine.
You know, it was a rough day that day. You know, Your Honor, I'm diagnosed bipolar, and I was just having a really rough day. And our child, she was just really just crying all day, and I just needed a little bit of help. And he was just saying he couldn't help me at home, and so that's why I just kind of acted out.
Oh, okay. So it was an isolated incident?
Huh?
Was it an isolated incident?
I'm sorry, when she get her foot going like that, I just...
No sudden moves, right? You're not planning to throw anything at me, are you? The judge asked, eyeing the defendant carefully. No, ma'am, she responded quickly. Good, because he claims you hit him, and I'd like to get through this hearing without any surprises. The woman took a deep breath, her voice trembling slightly. Your Honor, it was a really rough day. I have bipolar disorder, and I was struggling to manage my emotions. Our baby wouldn't stop crying, and I was completely overwhelmed. I begged him for help, but he refused. That's when I lost control. The judge studied her for a moment. So, you're saying this was just an isolated incident? A heavy silence filled the courtroom. The woman hesitated, then let out a nervous chuckle. I'm sorry, Your Honor. Her husband, shifting uncomfortably in his seat, finally spoke. When she gets like that, His voice trailed off as he glanced away, his expression unreadable. The tension in the room was undeniable. Was this truly a one-time outburst, or was there more to the story?
Like, did that happen one time?
No.
She's gone upside your head numbers of times?
Numbers.
Okay.
Numbers, dozens.
It's because he let my medication, I was off my medication, and he said he couldn't pay for it because it was too expensive, you know, but I'm back on my medication now, and he said we were going to try and work things out, I still love him. I mean, look at him, he's a fine looking man, and I love our child. And
he's a nice looking guy.
I really want to work it out.
This is where things get even more complicated. She openly admits to having bipolar disorder and acknowledges that skipping her medication led to the outburst. Mental health struggles are real, and managing them is no easy task. But does that excuse physical violence? The law is clear. Being off medication isn't a free pass to lash out. Courts consider mental health, but they also prioritize safety, especially when a child is involved. And here's the game changer. This wasn't a one-time incident. That single fact could completely shift the outcome of this case.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get back on my feet, and but I got a lot of debt, so I have to save that money, and I don't feel like I can pay more child support right now.
How much are you making now at your new job?
I'm making $55K.
55,000. That's a lot from where you're at now.
I didn't have anything before, and I just have a lot of the credit card debt.
Okay.
And health debt, with my medication and my visits.
I understand. You understand that he has things that he needs to pay for you all's daughter, right?
Yes.
And I can only imagine $200 or so for a 5-year-old is not cutting it.
It's not.
You understand that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So it's only fair that your child support is increased because your income has changed and you have the means now to support your daughter a little bit better. Now, that's not to say, I understand that you have debt. I understand that you have things that you have to pay for, but with what's in the best interest of the child, your child support should be increased. You understand that, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Is your daughter involved in any extracurricular activities or anything?
Yes, she's in ballet.
Ballet, okay. How much is ballet?
It comes to about, I want to say, about 200 a month.
200 a month? Okay. And she goes throughout the year?
Yes.
Okay. What about health insurance?
I pay health insurance.
All right. How much is health insurance?
It's about $222 a month.
Wait a minute. Let's break this down. She jumped from earning minimum wage to a hefty $55,000 a year. That's not just a raise, that's a complete financial level up. Now, she claims she has debt. But here's the thing. The court doesn't care about her credit card bills. The only priority here is the child's well-being. And legally speaking, child support is based on income before personal expenses, not after. So whether she's drowning in debt or not, the salary boost means one thing: she can afford to contribute more. And judging by the judge's expression, that's exactly what's about to happen.
No? Okay.
No.
Okay. Oh, okay. I see. So mom has supervised visits.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting. All right. So this is what we're going to do, ma'am. We are going to adjust your child support so that it increases to reflect what it should be based on your new income. You testified that your new amount was $55,000. That would bring your gross to $4,580, bringing your net. And
there it is, the verdict is in. The court has recalculated her child support payments, locking her in at $928.80 per month based on her new salary. This covers basic support and reimburses Mr. Adams for health insurance. But is this ruling fair? Legally, there's no debate. Child support follows a strict percentage-based model, 20% of her net income for one child. The bottom line: the law doesn't care if you just got a raise or if you're drowning in debt. If your income goes up, so does your financial responsibility. No exceptions.
Yes, Your Honor.
So that's going to be based on 20%, which brings your child support amount to $700.80. Now you do have to reimburse dad for the health insurance. Okay, so that $780 plus the $222 for health insurance reimbursement, that brings your monthly obligation to $922.80 per month. Okay, you understand that?
Can I just mention one thing, Your Honor?
Sure.
Reggie, he's a used car salesman, and he sold me this discounted car, and it's just a junk car, and I've been having so many bills from this car.
Okay.
And I just had it in the shop, and it was $750.
All right.
because it's just breaking down, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to afford all this because he's the one who sold me this and said it was a good car.
So what
Your
did
Honor,
you
in
want
my
me to do about
defense,
it?
I sold her that car.
Well, here's the deal. I don't even need your defense because I didn't need her story. It doesn't have any impact on what it is that I have to do. This isn't a divorce where, you know, we're in a temporary orders hearing and we're talking about splitting debts and anything like that. So it's irrelevant to what we're doing here today. However, you have to take care of that expense. That's how you're going to have to handle it. And if the two of you have an issue that ends up having to result in litigation, that'll be done in a different court. Okay? So as of today, your child support has been increased to $922.80. Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, do you have anything further?
Ah, the classic deflection move. She tries to shift the focus, claiming that Mr. Adams sold her a faulty car. Like that somehow justifies lowering her child support payments. Clever. Maybe. Effective? Not at all. Legally, it's completely irrelevant. This is a child support case, not a small claims dispute. And the judge? Yeah, they're not having any of it. That argument gets shut down instantly.